Is your horn tingling? Let's rub horns. Horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up. We are Unicorn Podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the real basement. It's great to have you down here. Horns up, Dusters. We're going to talk about the general markets. Look, we're ready. We're all ready for them to get better. We're going to look at the big picture. What is the big picture? Are things really getting better? And I've got some keen insights from one of the crypto industry leaders that we are going to look at. Of course, we're going to look at UFD. We might even start with that first. And then we're going to talk about the one thing that gets in the way of almost everybody achieving massive success. I learned something today that I think I need to share with you. I think it relates to all of us individually in our lives, but it also may relate to you in terms of goals you have and things that you want to accomplish. Of course, part of that is the ultimate success of our project that we're in together, which is UFD. So the general markets are challenged. Let's go out and take a quick look at the Solana price. Give me a second here. I'm in PFC, and here we go. Should be pulling that up for you right now. Look at Solana. It is not real pretty. Hold on here. There we go. Now you can see it. Solana at what? $136, $137 per coin. Look, if we just go back 2 months, right, to September 17th, which was right here, we had a Solana price of 250 per Solana. Currently, we're at 140. Obviously, it's happening everywhere, guys. You know, Bitcoin, you know, all the other meme coins. It's a difficult market, but that doesn't mean that that our long-term goals, our long-term prospects have been dented one bit whatsoever. Let's go out here. Hold on a second. Okay, we're back. All right, let's go out here and take a look at a great post that we had from our friend, the Madman. He's got some questions for you. Good morning, UFD Duster family. I hope you're all staying positive during this bout of market volatility. It helps to remind ourselves why we bought UFD in the first place. Nothing has changed. Remain steadfast, Dusters. Don't let your feelings influence your financial decisions. Horns up. And I agree with him 100%. Look, I'm not here dishing out financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. You know that. Please always be responsible with everything that you do with your money, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, crypto, meme coins, anything. But I will say this. It's almost always a bad idea for us to let emotions rule our financial decisions, okay? Whether that's buying, selling a stock, again, anything out there. Always try to take your emotions out of that decision. And I appreciate Madman for sharing that. But then the Madman had even more. Today's all about the Madman. I have another post right here. $88. And let's be optimistic here. What do you say, Dusters? Because remember, there's really nothing. That was one of the first things during the first few weeks when I started Unicorn Fart Dust, and you guys took it over, and I was talking to all the big, powerful people in crypto. And the first thing I learned was that there's only 999 million beans. The second thing that I learned was that I would ask them, like, is there anything keeping Unicorn Fart Dust from being as big as Dogecoin? And they all said the same thing. No, there's nothing keeping that from happening. So when the Madman says that $88.79 per bean, if UFD reaches Dogecoin's all-time high market cap, $36 per bean if UFD reaches Sheeb's all-time market cap, considering more people are getting into crypto, and we're going to look at something that I think is a brilliant description of why overall in crypto we can be very positive here in just 1 second. But with more people getting into crypto now than ever before, I think we can go even higher. Are you bullish yet? And you know what, guys? I think right now is a great time for us to announce that we are going to make the Madman the duster of the day. The Madman's always working tirelessly today, right? I get 2 of his great posts to share with you. So join me. Is your horn tingling? Madman, is your horn tingling, my fellow dusters? Let's pick up the golden horn and install it on the Madman. Madman, thank you for everything that you're doing for the UFD community. On behalf of all of us, we'd like to congratulate you on being the duster of the day. But what he mentioned in his post was very interesting. We got to remember, guys, we're in the entire, we're part of, we've got our claim staked on the crypto blockchain, right? We've got our land, we've got our piece of the world of crypto, but we're also part of the overall crypto ecosystem. And there's big reason why we can be happy about what is happening in crypto overall. Okay, I know, I understand, right? Look, at anything. I was in the silver market. I still am in the silver market for decades, right? Things don't just always go straight up, up, up. It's normal. It's healthy for pullbacks to occur. That's what we're seeing right now in the overall crypto market. And of course, it is influencing our coin, our project, Unicorn Fart Dust. However, I still say that we can get to a point with this project because there is a limited number of beans. Let's not forget, it's been a whole week. There it is right there, the jug, right? There's only 999 UFD tokens, beans, that have been or will be ever created, right? And day by day, and when these prices get to what a lot of people claim are ridiculously low levels, right? We're getting more and more people that are buying UFD at a lower price and are willing to hold on a long-term basis. Eventually, we'll get to a point where there's a bean shortage. We'll get to a beanopoly, and we'll get to Valhalla, Valhalla. It's simple supply and demand economics. And trust me, I studied economics at Karl Marx University back in the late 80s. So I know a thing about economics. But the big picture, on a serious note, okay, Keith Grossman from MoonPay put out a post that I think helps kind of give us a view of what's going on overall in crypto. Look, we still are at a pretty low adoption rate overall for crypto. I like to liken it to like when the internet came around, because I'm old enough to remember life before the internet. I'm old enough to remember life before email. I'm old enough to remember life before cell phones. And at first, 5 or 7% of the people were using cell phones and email and all that newfangled technology, right? But now everybody's using it. And right now we have 7% of the people using crypto. And I believe over the next 5 to 10 years, we will see much greater adoption of crypto. Why? Because of free market forces, right? Crypto works. It provides transparency and efficiency in a way that far out beats current options that most people have. It's kind of like if you wanted to write somebody a letter back in, let's say, 1992, the year I graduated from college, you'd have to get out a piece of paper, write a letter, put a stamp on it, mail it, wait for them to get it, wait to get a response, whatever, right? Now, people realized that they could use email. It was much faster. Same thing's going on with crypto. Let's get to what Keith Grossman has to say. He's much brighter than I am. And here's a post that Keith put out earlier today. He said, back in June, I wrote an op-ed for Bitcoin News titled, "We are about to enter the golden age of crypto. The reality is that we're in it right now. And the momentum has not slowed. In fact, it's accelerating." These are things in the past week that happened in the world of crypto. Okay, the Senate AG released its long-awaited draft for a comprehensive crypto market structure framework. The SEC and the CFTC continued to actively shape policy in a constructive, transparent, pro-innovation direction. Visa is piloting stablecoin payouts across its network. Visa, okay? SoFi became the first FDIC-insured U.S. bank to offer direct crypto access. JP Morgan, once one of the industry's biggest skeptics, is expanding its digital asset initiatives. And the FDIC is exploring clarity on tokenized deposit insurance. And Scott Bessent, right, continues to champion a clear path. That's the United States Treasury Secretary for American crypto innovation. Why does this matter? More American innovation equals more American jobs. Ignore the short-term price noise. The golden age of crypto isn't coming. It's already here. We got to remember the big picture, guys, right? Crypto is here. Crypto is growing. Crypto will change the world. And oh, today is a special day. Thank you. Hey, look at that. Upstairs Susie. She's back. There she is. Give her a high five. Thank you for the reminder, sweetheart. Over. She's going to say something back, I think. Are you going to say anything back? Over?
Actually, someone on the chat on YouTube reminded us, waiting for the moon. So shout out to him or her.
Yeah, waiting for the moon. Thank you very much. But let me back up, then we'll address what Susie here is talking about. Guys, we are in the golden age of crypto. And thank you. That's Keith Grossman, president over at MoonPay. They're also a sponsor of the channel. MoonPay is why I'm here, right? They were my entry door into crypto. They've been the entry door into crypto for millions and millions of people, over 35 million. I bet it's even higher than that now, but 35 million people. They're adding value to crypto, bringing people into crypto. While we're at it, let's say thank you also to Ledger, right? The crypto security leader, but they're also a lot more. They're signer devices, right? The Ledger Flex, the new Nano Gen 5, right? Industry leading, the best security that's out there. But they also have Ledger Wallet, their app where you can do everything. You can manage all your crypto, buy, sell, stake, swap, manage everything within their safe, secure ecosystem. It's a big honor for us to have both Ledger and MoonPay as sponsors. And today's our birthday. It's not our big birthday yet, but today is the 11-month birthday of Unicorn Fart Test. Yes, 11 months ago today, I spawned this, right, with the help of MoonPay. Like I just said, that was I never owned a crypto. I created this. It was an experiment down here in the basement after upstairs Susie had sent me an article about how quote unquote easy, and it was easy, okay, to start a meme coin. It was easy to start the meme coin. I had no idea the power of the people, you, the community, that would create what this is today. It's why I'm down here 11 months later on a Sunday night, right, hanging out with you in the basement, talking about our project, Unicorn Fart Test. Look, the reality is, okay, I spawned it. You created it. There's no arguing that whatsoever. This project has a very unique quality in that from day one, it has been absolutely 100% because of you, organic and pure, right? I've done my part. I've treated you the way that I would want to be treated, and this community has responded like we could have never, ever imagined. So thank you for the 11 months. Seriously, thank you, right? I'm not here without you. Thank you so much. You want to know, I learned something fascinating today. I was listening to Alex Hormozy. He's a entrepreneur, teacher, coach, whatever you want to call it. But he said something that I know stops most of us, right, from achieving huge success. And I've got it written down here. It's that process that we all go through where we know we want to achieve something. And this relates directly to Unicorn Fart Test as well. He said, everyone starts with uninformed optimism, right? You hear about an idea, you hear about a project, you hear about an opportunity, whatever it is. It's like, oh, that sounds so great. You get that warm, tingly feeling in your brain or the back of your neck, whatever the case may be. Then he says that's step one. Step two is people get into it and it's hard, right? Because everything's hard in life. Everything is hard. Anything big worth achieving is going to be hard. It's hard. So then people get to the second stage, right? They go from uninformed optimism to informed pessimism. they're like, oh, this is, they hit the wall. Okay. And then they go to stage 3, which is called the Valley of Despair. Like, this is too hard. I can't do it. Oh, and they give up. Right. And then they go back, right? They go back to the beginning. They go back to find something new that they think is going to be fun and exciting. And then the process just repeats itself. But there's a 4th stage that we can get to, and that's called informed optimism, knowing, right, that it's hard, but we're going to remain optimistic. We're going to have that fortitude within us to stick with something, which I know is where we are right now on this project. Okay. From there, that's where you get to achievement, right? There's 5 stages, right? Uninformed optimism, informed pessimism when things get hard, right? The Valley of Despair, and then which is where most people quit, but we don't quit, right? We have discipline. I have discipline, right? The core people that are part of this movement, part of this community have discipline, right? Then we move to informed optimism, and then we move to achievement. He called it the woman in the red dress, right? Like, oh, everything starts out feeling so fun and exciting, and this is going to be great, right? Or I've also heard it been called the shiny red ball syndrome, right? But the reality is, guys, big achievements, whether it's unicorn fart dust, whether it's anything that you're doing that you want to accomplish, is going to take hard work. And as long as the goal remains out there, something that you believe in, it's worth doing. Look, I can't tell you what to do. Okay. But I thought that was some great advice on his side. He also said something. I love Alex Hormozy. People have different opinions of him, but I think he gives some really good information. He said the other thing that any project you're on is going to be stressful. He said growing a business is stressful. Letting a business decay is stressful. Letting a business stagnate is stressful. He said everything in life is stressful. The only people who don't have stress are dead. He said, and don't think, this is what hit me. He said, don't think that there's something wrong with you because you feel stress, right? That's normal. Life is stressful, right? And again, I'll repeat what he said. The only people without stress are dead. So it's normal to feel stress. It's normal to feel whatever we're feeling. But okay, what's abnormal and what the great achievers in life have is the ability to stick with things, to have that fortitude, to have that strength within, to realize that, yes, things are hard. Okay. However, the goal that I want to achieve is still worth achieving, and not give up and go running to the next thing that seems fun and exciting. Right. And you know what? And I'm not putting crypto down but I actually, this is just coming to me right now. I don't know how you feel about this, but a lot of times I've seen that in crypto, right? Like the core people in UFD are here through the ups, through the downs, through all of it, right? But there's also some people, not all of us. And that's one of the things that makes us different with Unicorn Fart Dust, is like we do have the fortitude to see this thing out, to not give up. The Lindy effect, right? That we are going to be here. We're going to show up. We're not going to give up. We are not giving up our land, our place that we've staked in the crypto world. And look, guys, when things get better, all the hard work, I like to liken. Nobody likes that. Do you like this analogy? This is the analogy I like to use. Sometimes it feels like we're opening a snow cone stand in the middle of winter, right? We're building the snow cone stand. We're perfecting the business. We're getting it all ready so that when the good times come, when summer comes, when the weather warms up, we're prepared. We are ready to go. All right, guys, thanks for joining me down here in the basement. Okay. I hope you're doing great. Be good to yourself. Please don't forget, be good to yourself first. That will give you a platform from which to be good to other people. Have a great rest of your night. Take care. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you soon.